Isang masayang pagbati na may ngiti sa aking mga labi. Naghahanap ba kayo ng makakatuwang sa pagre-review ng inyong anak? Meron yan sa DepEd. Ang ETUlay online tutorial ay libre at handog ng ating kagawaran sa pangunguna ng OUA ICTS EdTech. Ito ay isang proyektong makatutulong sa mga mag-aaral, katuwang ang mga magulang o kasama sa kani-kanilang tahanan para masagutan at maunawaan ang mga modules. Hangad din ng programang ETUlay ang matulungan ang ating mga guro sa kanilang mga blended learning classes. Ang ating ETUlay ay mula kinder hanggang senior high school. Bukod sa academics, meron din tayong mga special programs gaya ng All is Wellness, Reading and Math Remediation, Storytelling, Mommy Tech Talks, Classes sa Gramatika, Speech Class, Financial Literacy, at marami pang iba. Pinalawig din ng ETUlay ang ating Alive program para sa mga mag-aaral mula grade 1 hanggang grade 3. Gayun din ay mayroon tayong ALS program at SPED tutorials na makasisigurong makakamit ng lahat ang inclusive education. May SPED hotline na rin para sa inyong mga katanungan patungkol sa special education. Kaya, subaybayan mula Lunes hanggang Biyernes, mula 9:00 ng umaga hanggang 7:00 ng gabi ang ating ETUlay. Sa ating pagtutulungan, maiaangat natin ang bawat isa. Ating itutulay ang pagkatuto upang di mapigil ang pag-aaral ng kabataang Pilipino. Itulay natin ito, sulong edukalidad.
Arts strengthens our culture. It brightens our lives. And it is where we find hope. Come and join us in celebrating the National Arts Month 2022 with the theme, Sining ng Pag-asa.
Mabuhay! Isang mapagpalang araw sa ating lahat. Ako ang inyong lingkod, Tutor Madge. Welcome sa ating ETUlay, ang ating libreng online tutorial na hatid ng ating kagawaran ng edukasyon, ICTS EdTech. Ang programang ito ay inaasahang makatutulong at maging karagdagang kaalaman sa mga mag-aaral mula kinder hanggang senior high school, ALS, Alive, at SPED learners. Bukod sa pagsagot ng mga modules, ang ETUlay ay may mga special programs din na siguradong aabangan ninyo araw-araw. Katuwang ang ating mga minamahal na mga magulang at guro ay maitutulay natin ang pagkatuto. Kaya, ihanda na ang inyong module, lapis, papel o kwaderno. Ihanda rin ang isip, mata at tenga sa isa na namang makabuluhang aralin. Tayo nang matuto kasama ang inyong volunteer online tutor sa oras na ito.
Ayan! Hello, Beshi! I miss you!
Yes!
How are you? Hello, mga ka-ETUlay! Good morning sa inyong lahat mula Luzon hanggang Mindanao, pati na rin sa buong mundo dahil ang DepEd ETU ay #level up na. We still have episodes na tiyak kagigiliwan ng mga kids. Ang mga tutors natin ay may mga inihandang mga sorpresa para sa inyo. At dahil level up na talaga tayo, bukod sa mga live episodes, mapapanood rin ninyo ang inyong mga paboritong tutors sa TV, sa channel IBC 13. Hello, Tutor Mel!
Yes! Na-miss ko kayong lahat! Hi, kids! Ang ating Math Remediation program from grade 4 to grade 6 ay makakasama ninyo kami mga math sayahit, math gagatang tutors every Wednesday, 10:30 to 11 a.m.
All the way to the land of Lapu-Lapu, kasama na natin si Tutor Mel.
Yes!
Welcome back, Tutor Mel. Na-miss kita, Tutor
Yes!
Mel.
Yes, na-miss ko kayong
Kumusta ka
lahat.
naman?
Yes. I'm okay. Thank you for asking to Tutor Tolen. Na-miss ko talaga kayong lahat, lalo na ikaw, Tutor Tolen.
Oo
All
nga.
right. Yes, and of course, kids, kasama rin natin ang ating Tutor Tolen from Las Piñas.
Yes, ay! Balik na yung aming tandem. Ayan. Ano bang naka-install sa atin ngayon, Tutor Mel?
Yes, Tutor Tolen. Kids, we are actually inviting you to watch us every Wednesday in our Facebook channel, DepEd ETUlay, and also in our YouTube channel, DepEd ETUlay. All right.
Okay, please like, subscribe, and share mga ka-ETUlay. Ang ating Facebook, DepEd ETUlay. You can browse it by typing on your browser https://www.facebook.com/DepEd ETUlay. Masyado ako na-excite, Tutor Mel, dahil nakita kita. And you can also subscribe on our DepEd ETUlay YouTube channel or type https://bit.ly/etulay -yt-official-DepEd. Type nyo na lang yan, ang haba eh. Tutor Mel. Basta meron na tayong YouTube channel and we also have our Facebook page.
Yes,
Please
ganyan
like, subscribe, and share mga ka-ETUlay.
Correct. Ganyan ka-level up ang DepEd ETUlay. Okay. Yes, kids, and we are also happy to tell you that DepEd ETUlay Facebook group has now 69,700 members! Wow! Dami na, Tutor Tolen!
At dahil dyan, Tutor Mel, shoutout ko muna ang unang-unang pumasok, si Enrico Dalupan. Good morning sa iyo.
Yes, good morning!
Galing siya from grade 4, Santa Barbara Elementary School. Ang advisor niya ay si Sir Erwin Cruz. Hello, Enrico.
Yes.
At kay Jason Francisco ng Gamo Central School. Ang advisor niya si Ma'am Lina Montalvo. Ang principal nila ay si Ma'am Aurea M. Naleb from SDO. Isabela na ba? Oh, yan. SDO Isabela. And of course, sa aking principal na si Sir Angelo Arma, sa mga co-teachers ko, and si Mira from Talon Village National High School, Tutor Mel.
Yes. And of course, Tutor Tolen, i-shoutout ko rin yung mga supporters ko from Babagwan Elementary School with our school head, Dr. Annalyn D. Malingin. All right. Yay! And kids, we would like to invite you for Safer Internet Day for Children and Cyber Wellness for Teachers. All right, so this is under OUA Memo 22-23. Okay.
Actually,
Right.
Tutor Mel, nagkaroon na sila ng first talk noong February 12.
Wow.
And there are some safety rules, di ba? Keep safe in
Yes.
cyberspace. Number 1, keep personal info to yourself. Everything can be made public on the internet, so avoid spreading personal information.
Tama, yes. Dapat lang, kids. And you also have to check your privacy settings. Okay, so you have to look through your web browsers and make the appropriate changes to your settings.
And be mindful of what you download, mga kids, ha? Make sure what what you're putting in your system is safe, secure, and authorized by you.
Yes, and be wary of your what's so called as friends because it's easy to lie online. So kids, make sure you know who you're talking to, okay? And you have to know if what they're talking about is truthful about themselves.
Yes, and lastly, get a good antivirus program. An antivirus program keeps unwanted applications from infiltrating your system. So let's make the internet safe for all.
Yes, tama. Very
So
good.
Tutor Mel, dahil National Arts Month ngayon, Okay? So, i-remind lang natin ang ating mga cuties, grade 4, 5, and 6. February 12, 19, and 26, 2022 are the dates to remember for all these activities. Ang ating tema ay Sining ng Pag-asa. So, for grade 4, 5, and 6, you have the musical solo instrument. Andyan ang mga focal person. For physical education, you can hip-hop dance. For arts, ang grade 4, poster making. Ang grade 5, painting. Grade 6, photo essay. So sana makita natin yung mga tuties natin na sumali dyan sa mga activities ng ating MAPE. Okay, for National Arts
Yes.
Month.
Yes. Aantabayanan natin yung mga gawa
Yes,
nila,
Tutor
Tutor
Mel.
Tolen. Yes. Oo nga. And kids, our math remediation lesson for this week is all about direct proportion.
Okay, so let's have a review first. But at the end of our session, you will be able to, number 1, determine if the given number problem is proportion or not. And number 2, solve for the missing value in a proportion.
Wow, ganda ng lesson natin today, Tutor Tolan. But kids, let's have a review first, okay, of our past lesson. So a ratio is the comparison between two numbers or quantities. And you can actually write ratio in 4 ways. So the first method is yung column form, like 2, and then the column form, 7. We also have the division form, 2 divided by 7. Okay, and we also have the phrase form. 2 is to 7. And lastly, yung fraction form, 2 over 7. So yung first number is always the numerator, Tutor Tolen, at saka yung
Yes.
second number is the denominator, kids, or yung divisor.
So pwede natin siya isulat in 4 different ways. Okay, di ba
Yes.
lumabas na kagad yung sagot. Yung example natin last time, Tutor Mel, is about, yan, there are numbers given to them. Yan, Tutor Mel, i-click nga natin. Paano nakuha yung 7:3 or 7/3? So if you have numbers less than 20 to the numbers greater than 20, so you are asked to find out the ratio between these numbers. So the numbers are 19, 8, 12, 1, 16, 23, 17, 14, 25, 21. So ano-ano yung mga numbers less than 20? So we have 8, 19, 12, 1, 16, 17, 14. So ilang numbers yun? So 7, tama. And then, how many numbers are greater than 20? We have 23, 25, and 21. So you have 3 numbers greater than 20. And if you are asked to write this ratio into colon or fraction, you have to write it as 7:3 or 7/3. Right, Tutor Mel?
Yes. Yes, correct. Napakadali lang, Tutor Tolen. All right. Now, Tutor Tolen, we also have taken up if the two ratios are equal. So in this example, kids, you have 3 is to 6. Is it equivalent to 1 is to 2? All right. So as you can see on the diagram, they are just equivalent. All right. So katulad rin ng past lesson natin, Tutor Tolan, right? Yung equivalent fraction.
Yes.
Yes. And we were able to find it out, kids, using the cross product method. So you have to multiply the numerator by the denominator of the other fraction, and then the denominator to the numerator of the other fraction. So 3 times 2 is 6, and 6 times 1 is equal to 6. All right, so 3/6 over 1/2 is equal to, kapag nag-cross multiply tayo, it's equal to 6. So both fractions are actually equivalent. So therefore,
Yes.
3 is to 6 is also equivalent to 1 is to 2.
Yes. So ang pag sinabi nating proportion, Tutor Mel, no, kung fraction form ang gagamitin nila, if they have to use cross product method. And then if the
Yes.
products are equal, then they are called proportion. And this proportion are also the equivalent fraction, di ba, Tutor Mel?
Yes. Tama. Okay, so na-connect na natin yung mga past lesson natin with our new lessons, Tutor Tolan, right?
Yes, connected naman talaga lahat sa
Correct.
mathematics.
Correct.
There's
Napaka-
another way naman, Tutor Mel, using proportion pa rin. Yan. So since these fractions are equivalent, we call them proportion. It means that you have two ratios which are equal to each other. And another way, if these proportions are written in column form, Tutor Mel, pag naka-column form naman siya, yan. So pag kinolong form naman natin siya, kids, we have 3:6, which is the first term and the second term, equal to 1:2, which we call them the third term and the fourth term. So if that is the way you write your ratio, and then we are asked to find out if they are proportion to each other, we have to multiply the means and multiply the extremes. So ang means natin ay yung second term and third term. So if we try to multiply 6 times 1, you will get a product of 6. Pag minultiply naman natin yung extremes, which is the first term and the fourth term, 3 times 2 is equal to 6 also. So when we say two ratios are proportion, the product of the means and extremes should also be equal to each other.
Yes. Napakadali lang, kids. Alright. So,
So try,
yes, try natin ito, Tutor Tolan. Let's try this, kids. Now, if the ratios are equivalent or proportion, you comment a big smile, okay? And if doesn't, comment a frown. All
yan,
right.
tignan nga natin. So
Okay.
4:7, is it equal to 12:21? Tignan nga natin. You either use cross multiplication method or use the means and extreme proportion. Tama, Tutor Mel?
Yes. Okay.
So
So, ilang seconds to, Tutor Tolan?
siguro mga 10 seconds lang. Kayang-kaya nila yung mag-multiply, di ba, Tutor Mel? Try nga natin kung
Yes.
tama ang magiging sagot ni Jason, ni Sofia, ni Roxylene. Ayan, sino-sino ang mga sasagot. Kapag tama ang proportion, ayan, na-reveal na ni Tutor Mel. So when we multiply, we cross-multiply them. 4 times 21 is 84. 7 times 12 is also 84. So they are equal. That means you need to smile. Tignan ko nga kung sino mga nag-share ng smile nila.
Yes, very good.
Ang galing
Well
ni Lay, saka ni
done.
Roxy, saka si Angelique.
Yes, at ang galing rin ni Agnes, ni Chan. Okay, very
Yeah.
good. Okay, how about this, Tutor Tolan? 30
Okay.
is to 25. Is it equivalent to 42 is to 35, kids?
Comment, a
Okay.
smile. Mga kids, smile if it's a proportion and a frown kapag hindi. O, tingnan natin ang sagot ni
Yes.
Martin Angel, ni Jason Francisco, kung anong magiging sagot nila, ni Sofia Cabaluna, yung mini-me mo, Tutor Mel.
Oo.
Ano ba ang sagot
Okay.
dyan, Tutor Mel?
Yes. Now, kids, laging tandaan, if the ratios are equivalent or proportion, you just have to comment your big smile, okay? So, if we cross multiply 30 times 35, it is equal to 1,050. And if we multiply 25 times 42, it is also equal to 1,050. Therefore, kids,
It is proportion. So, smile, smile, smile. Ayan, tama si Leila, si Joyce Ann Manuel, si Leila Camille Vergara. Tama ang mga sagot nila.
Yes, ang galing ni Jessa. Lovely. Yay!
We are so happy for you, mga kids. Ang gagaling ninyo.
Yes.
Another
Tutor
way,
Tolan.
Tutor Mel. Yan,
Yes,
another
Tutor
way, Tutor
Tolan.
Mel.
Ano kung malalaki na yung mga numbers. Kagaya nito, 30 is to 25 at saka 42 is to 35. Kids, all you have to do is to reduce the fraction, okay? Reduce the fraction to its lowest term. 30 is to 25, you can actually divide this both by 5. So 30 divided by 5 is 6, and 25 divided by 5 is 5. And in this fraction, 42 is to 35, you can also reduce this by dividing both the numerator and the denominator by 7. So 42 divided by 7 is 6, and 35 divided by 7 is 5. Now 6. Now kids, our reduced fraction now is 6 over 5, which is equal to 6 over 5. If we cross multiply, sa tingin mo, Tutor Tolen, equivalent kaya or proportion kaya?
Yes, Tutor Mel, kasi 6 times 5. Tapos 6 times 5 is equal to 30.
Yay!
Since they are equal, Tutor Mel, you reduce fraction. That means these two fractions are, or ratios are also proportion to each other.
Yes, obviously. Okay.
Ayan, tama si Gerald, si Alexis, Nathan, nakasmile sila sa kanilang comment.
Oh, nakakataba ng puso. Kasi marami tayong nakikita mga smiley, right?
Yes, Tutor Mel.
Okay. Now, Tutor Tolen, what if hindi natin alam yung isang value? Like this example, kids. 2 is to n. Is it equal to 3 is to 9? Paano kaya, Tutor Tolen?
Okay, so if that is the case, if we are asked to find the missing value in a proportion, pwede po natin gamitin yung to check yung if the product of the means and extremes are equal. So ang means
Okay.
natin ay yung n saka 3. So multiply natin yan, we will have 3n, and then we multiply the extremes, 2 times 9. Okay, 2 times 9 is 18. And then since we are asked to find the value of our n, we have to divide the whole equation by 3. So 3 divided by 3 is 1 times n is n, equal to 18 divided by 3 will be equal to 6. So that means the
Yes.
missing value now is 6. So if we try to substitute the value of n to our equation or our proportion, you would notice that 6 times 3 is 18, and 2 times 9 is also 18. So that means these two ratios are proportion to each other.
Yes. Napakadali lang, kids, right? Okay, so you just have to multiply the means, yung nasa gitna, at saka yung extremes, yung nasa dulo. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Let's have another example, Tutor Tolen.
Yan, o, di ba? May pabilog-bilog pa si Tutor Mel. Ganyan
Oo
talaga
nga.
pag live, nahuhuli talaga yung aming
Okay, yes.
pagbilog-bilog. So
But Tutor Tolen,
yung means yung nasa gitna, di ba, Tutor Mel? Tapos yung extremes, yung number sa dulo.
Yes, correct. Now, let's try this, kids. 6 is to 9 is equal to n is to 15. Okay, kids. So, yung technique, you just have to multiply the means. So, nasa gitna, 9 times n is equal to 9n, and then copy the equal sign. Multiply the extremes, 6 times 15. Okay, so 9n is equal to 90. And n lang yung hinahanap natin, hindi 9n. So we have to divide 9n by 9 para ma-cancel out natin yung 9 at saka 9. So n is equal to 90 over 9. And if we simplify this, n is equal to 10. Now, if we substitute n, kids, into 10, 10 times 9 is equal to 90. And 6 times 15 is equal to 90. Okay, so tama yung sagot na n is equal to 10.
So since we have the column form of the ratios, we have to find out if the means, the product of the means should be equal to to the product of the extremes.
Yes. Napakadali lang.
Yes,
How about
Tutor
this?
Mel.
Yes. How about this next example, Tutor Tolet?
Okay, our next example, let's find out the value of n Paren, the missing variable. So this time naman, kids, it's a fraction. So if it's a fraction form, we have to use the cross multiplication method. So n times 4.5 is 4.5n, and then 1.5 times 6.3, you will have 9.45. Since we are looking for the value of n, or the missing value, we have to divide both sides by 4.5. So 4.5 divided by 4.5, you have 1 times n is n. And then 9.45 divided by 4.5 is equal to 2.1, or 2 and 10 tenths. That, Tutor Mel?
Yes.
Ayan.
Very
So if
good.
we are going to substitute the value of n sa ating equation, you will have a product of 9.45.
9.45.
So mag-i-equal sila sa
Yes.
9.45.
Yes, correct.
So napakadali lang, Tutor Mel. Pag fraction, ang ratio form, we have to use cross multiplication method. Kapag naman column form, they have to find out if the product of the means is equal to the product of the extremes.
Yes. Tama. So, laging tandaan, kids, yung technique, okay? Para di malito. Alright. So, napakagaling! This
So
time,
let's
kids, let's have guided practice.
Okay, so yung first three example, Shooter Mel, they will be asked to solve it for 15 seconds, and then the next one will be 30 seconds naman. So
Okay.
comment your answer on our comment sections. Are you ready, kids?
Of course! Always ready. Kids, lagi ring tandaan, kapag malaki na yung numbers, you just have to find its equivalent fraction.
Or the
Okay?
lowest term, di ba, Shooter
Yes,
Mel?
always reduce. Okay. So let's have number 1. 4 is to 7. Is it equal to 8 is to 14?
So
Ano
anong
kaya
gagawin nila,
ito?
Shooter Mel? Anong gagawin
Yes.
nila?
Yes, you just have to comment a red heart if your answer is a yes. And if not, comment a black heart.
Okay. O, click mo
Okay.
yung blue heart, Tutor Mel. That is our timer.
Okay. Alright. Hindi ko maklik. Hindi
Ayan na,
lumalabas yung
click
time.
mo ulit, Tutor Mel.
Okay, sige.
Makikita nila. Iyon. Ay!
Ay! Time's up na.
Okay, balik lang natin, Tutor Mel.
Yes, ibalik natin.
Yan. O, click natin ulit yung blue heart for 15 seconds, mga kids. Is 4 sevens proportional to 8 14ths? Ayan.
Wow!
Hello, Syra, Kia, Angelique Marie, Jason, Paracad Francisco, Enrico Dalupan, Josh David Toring. Ayan. Ano kaya ang sagot, Tutor Mel?
Yes! Ano kayang sagot dito, kids? Okay!
Kita mga
Red
heart natin.
heart! Wow, in
Red
love, Tutor
heart.
Tolen. In
Yes, kasi
love!
Valentine's pa rin, February pa rin eh.
Oo. Tingnan mo, naka-hearts
Oo,
ngayon
ako
suot
din,
ko.
oh. Naka-heart na.
Ah.
Heart, heart. Okay, let's have the
Okay.
next one. How about 5/8? Is it proportional to 200 and over 320? O, 15
Yes!
seconds, mga kids.
15 seconds! Comment your answers on the chat box.
Yan, 15 seconds. Okay, ayan. Hello, Gerald R.V. Dula Cantor, Sam, David Biovicente Seroje, Shanala Venice, and Leila Camille Vergara. Hello, hello, hello.
Yes! Time's up!
So, ano
Ano kaya
sagot
ito,
dan,
Teacher
Tutor
Tolan?
Mel?
Okay. Yes! And here it is!
It's a heart. A red heart
Daming nakakuha ng
again.
tamang sagot. Very good, Marian, Ellen, at saka si Rochelle.
Yan.
Yay!
Okay.
Alright. How about this, Tutor Tolen?
Ayan. Naku, mukhang mahirap yan, Tutor Mel. Let's find out if 1/3 is to 1/4, proportional to 1/9 is to 1/12. Paano kaya nila gagawin yan, Tutor Mel?
Tanong natin sa kids.
Sige, tingnan
Okay.
natin kung ano mga sagot nila. Happy face ang nilalagay nila, Tutor Mel, dito sa akin, hindi heart.
Okay.
Pero okay lang yan, kasi baka wala tayong heart dyan sa emoticons nila.
Oo.
So, okay lang ang smiley. Basta pag naka-smile, proportion. Kapag naka-frown, hindi siya proportion.
Hindi proportion. Yes.
Yan.
Yay! Hello kay June, kay Belen.
Ayan.
Alright.
So,
Ano kayang sagot dito, Tutor Tolen?
Okay, to find out, di ba, sabi, multiply lang natin yung means. So, 1/4 times 1/9, you will have 1 times 1 is 1, 4 times 9 is 36. So, you have 1/36. Is it equal to 1/3 times 1/12? So, 1 times 1 is 1, 3 times 12 is 36. So, you also have a product of 1/36. So, still, these ratios are proportion to each other. So, dapat meron tayong red heart.
Yay!
Yan, or smiley. Very good, mga
Yes!
kids.
Ang galing!
Ang galing ni Justin Domingo, saka ni Julius De La Cruz Infante. Ayan.
How about this, kids? Missing na yung numerator. We now have n. So 14 is to 20. Is it equal to n is to 10? Alright. So ano kayang gagawin dito pag nasa fraction form?
So, we'll give you
Okay.
30 seconds to answer it, mga kids. Write your answer in our comment section.
Yes. Alright. So 30 seconds. Yay! So anong
Ayan.
gagawin dito, Tutor Tolen? Kasi nasa
Cross
fraction form to.
multiplication method kasi naka-fraction form, Tutor Mel.
Okay. Yes, kids. Cross multiplication method.
So number
Ang
naman
gagawin.
number product missing value of n naman ang hinahanap natin.
Okay.
Nakakatuwa sila, Tutor Mel, puro ano. Ayan, may sumagot na, Tutor Mel. Tignan nga natin kung tama. Tignan natin kung tama si Alexu, si Martin. Oh, bakit 7, Tutor Mel?
Alright. So 14 times 10 is equal to 140 divided by 20. Okay. So 20 times 7 is also equal to 140.
40. Yan.
Yes!
Sagot ni
Ang
Alexis din eh.
galing!
So 7 ang sagot, 7. Okay.
7 ang sagot. Ang galing! Well done!
Oh, love ya! Di ba? In love na in love talaga tayo. How about these kids? N over 300 is equal to 3/9. Use cross multiplication method, 30 seconds. Comment your answer in our comment section. What is the value of N?
Yes! Cross multiplication!
Ayan, tingnan
Okay.
natin.
Hello
Good.
kay Irish, kay Jeniel.
Ayan, si Tutor Mel, nakalimutan yan yung timer natin. Yung puso natin hindi nag-fade.
Okay.
Kasi lagi tayong in love, Tutor Mel. Ayan, si
Oo nga.
Jason, si Marks, si Fausto Marks, John Ro, meron na siyang sagot. Tignan nga natin, Tutor Mel.
Wow, ang bilis. Hindi pa natapos yung timer, may sagot na kaagad sila, Tutor Tolen.
Yes, Tutor Mel. Di ba?
Wow.
Ganun kagagaling ang mga tuties natin.
Yes. Very good, kids. Alright. So, anong sagot dito, Tutor Tolen?
Okay, if we try to cross multiply 300 times 3 is 900 divided by 9, the answer is 100. So tama si Louie Rivas, si
Yay!
Josh David Toring, si Adrian Rivera. Ayan.
Ang galing!
Woohoo!
Woohoo! Very good, kids! How about this, kids? 245 is to n. Is it equal to 25 is to 10? Okay. So may technique dito, kids. You just have to multiply the means and
And the
the
extremes.
extremes.
Dapat
Oh,
mag-equal sila.
yes, dapat mag-equal. So
So
another
30
30
seconds.
seconds. Yes, another 30 seconds, kids.
Tingnan natin kung tama si Christine Aguas, si Sofia Ann May, si Shane Cyrus Panes Abalye. Yan, daming heart ni Sofia Ann May, oh. Heart, heart, heart. Love,
Very
love, love.
good! Love, love, love!
Na-miss talaga kita, Tutor Mel.
Oo, ikaw rin, Tutor Tolen. Na-miss kita.
O, di ba? Ang
Kaya
kulit
nga,
na
I'm
natin
so
ulit ngayon.
happy. Yes, I'm so
Yeah.
happy. Yay! Time's
So,
up.
what is
Anong
the
sagot
answer
dito?
here? Okay, so N is
Yes!
equal to 98. So 245 times 10 is 2,450 divided by 25. Ang lalabas ay 98. Ayan. Oh.
Yes.
Alam na ng mga kids natin kung paano maghanap ng value ng N and to find out if the ratios are proportion. So Tutor Mel, syempre
Yes.
last week, kahit may recognition tayo last week, nagbigay ako sa kanila ng gawa ko, post ko. And there are students who replied and did their homework. Okay? Yung kanilang task. So unang-una, ayan, Tutor Mel, pinapanood ko lang sila ng YouTube. Tapos
Wow!
they should
Ang
have
gagal.
created this following art craft. Okay?
Wow, ang
So, unang-unang
galing!
nag-send si Ria Janine L. Gorospe, grade 4 from Concepcion Elementary School, Mexico, SDO, Pampanga. Congratulations,
Yes!
Ria!
Congratulations! Ang ganda naman ng gawa mo. Yes,
Tutor Mel,
very
i-click mo yung
good.
video niya. Nakakatuwa yung kanyang ginawa. Yan.
Okay.
And then
Very
we also
good.
have
Yes, Heavenly Heart Tanghian, Grade 4, San Roque Central Elementary School, SDO, Davao. Okay,
congratulations!
congratulations! Ang
And then
ganda!
the third one is, ayan, no, very, we have Gerald R.V. Dula Cantor, grade 6 from San Pedro Villa Concepcion Elementary School, Rojas East District, SDO, Isabela.
Yes! Ang gagaling nila sa math, Tutor Tolen, at ang creative pa.
Yes,
Okay.
talagang pwede natin gamitin sa ibang subjects ang mathematics.
Oo. Yes, very good. And we also have Adrian Ray Rivera, grade 6, San Pedro Villa Concepcion Elementary School, Rojas East District, SDO, Isabela.
Yan,
Congratulations!
silang dalawa ni Gerald magkaklase. Siguro nag-uusap yan sila ni Gerald. Congratulations
Oo.
sa inyo. So for our gawa ko, post ko this time, ayan, ito naman yan sa atin. Syempre related pa rin tayo sa sa National Arts Month. So the problem is, a firefighter truck can hold 3,000 gallons of water. A firefighter can deliver 160 gallons of water every 2 minutes. How long will it take for the firefighter to empty the tank? So what you are going to do, kids, is you may want to place your work on a poster. So maggawa kayo ng poster o kaya painting or photo essay, and then post it in our DepEd ETUlay FB page. Tapos we will acknowledge you kapag nakita na namin ang inyong artwork.
Yes!
Para masagot ninyo yung problem natin sa ratio and proportion, specifically direct proportion.
Yes, very
So
good.
don't forget, kids, ang DepEd ETUlay at kaming mga tutors nyo, Tutor Tolen and Tutor Mel, plus your smile minus the drama and a fraction of your heart will always solve a perfect problem. So don't forget, nandito lang kami palagi para sa inyo. Yes, Tutor Mel?
Correct. Yes, that's correct, Tutor Tolen. And
And go on, Tutor Mel.
okay, with our Lord's guidance and divine providence, maitulay natin ang pagkatuto ng mga bata kahit nasa kanilang mga bahay tayo. So don't forget, kids, to scan this QR code for your ETUlay feedback experience. You may also go to https://tinyurl.com/ETUlay feedback form.
Okay. Yan.
Alright.
So kids, every Wednesday, don't forget to watch us for Math Remediation grade 4 to 6 every Wednesday 10:30 to 11 a.m. Ako po si Tutor Tolen from SDO Las Piñas.
Yes, and you can also watch us simultaneously on our DepEd ETUlay Facebook page and DepEd ETUlay YouTube channel. And ako naman si Tutor Mel.
As we always say,
Hashtag
happy lang
happy
always.
always.
Ayan, na-miss ko yan, Tutor Mel. Ang
Yes.
pag-hashtag na. So thank you,
Very-
kids. And up next, ang storytelling K-3 ni Tutor Romary and Tutor Julis Beth.
Yes.
Bye,
Alright.
kids. See
Thank you for
next week.
watching. See you next week.
Ang husay naman! Natapos mo ang iyong tutorial session kasama ang iyong mahusay na ETUlay tutor. May bago ka bang natutuhan? I-share na yan gamit ang hashtag ETUlay Level Up. Huwag aalis ha, dahil may susunod pang programa na pwede mo ring panoorin at salihan. Dahil naghihintay na ang iyong mga tutors. Happy learning dito sa ETUlay!